We're now standing on the old Route 27, or what's left of the old Route 27. It used to cross the Charles River at Death's Bridge. Told you that story. Did I tell you that story? Death's Bridge? Ian's looking at me like, that sounds like a good story.
Tell me. Tell us more.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot more to tell about Death's Bridge. There's no Indian attack and things like that. When the Indians attacked, they did, what's the word I'm looking for? Retreat. They did retreat back across the river, but they went across the bridge off of West Street. And once they got across, they burned the bridge. There may be some confusion, people thinking that maybe this is the bridge because it's got a cool name. But it was actually the Death family in Millis that owned the land, so it was known as Death's Bridge. While we're talking about Indian attacks, the Indian attack was, I think, in like 1674 or 6, somewhere in that area. Medfield was a frontier town, meaning that everything west of here was Indian occupied lands. But there were a couple houses on the Millis side of the river. In order to protect themselves, what they did was they built garrison houses. They built these big stone forts. And there was a garrison house. South End Pond is up the river, probably about maybe not even a mile. There was a garrison house on this side of South End Pond, which I believe housed some people during those attacks, and everybody was okay there. Contrary to what happened in town, where half the houses in town were burnt to the ground, and quite a few people lost their lives. So we're not even going to bother to go look at Death's Bridge because there's really nothing there. You just go down, it's the river. You can see a couple square stones on the other side that are the remains of the foundation of the bridge. But what I did want to point out, the big circuit trail runs this way up Old Route 27, but it runs over to the canoe launch, which is on right on the town line between Medfield and Sherborne. You can see a yellow gas pipeline marker there. Just to the left of that is an entrance. There's a trail that runs right along the river that'll get you to the canoe launch. That's part of the Bay Circuit Trail that comes in here. We could go over to the canoe launch, but then we'd be walking a quarter mile on the highway, and that's not that fun. This is much more interesting. Old 27 flanked by these great old trees. So we're going to head back towards our cars. This